So what is the answer we get? After this is in parallel. So now 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. We get 1 plus 3 by 5. 5 plus 3 by 5. Rp is equal to 5 by 8 because this is 1 by Rp. Correct? Inverse. Now, understood how to calculate between A and B. This was the original diagram. First what you have to see, these two outer one, these two are in series. Use the formula Rs is equal to 1 by R1 plus R2. Calculate Rs. Then the next diagram it was there, make it as single. Then this one and that one will be in parallel, correct? End to end connection. So therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Use that and calculate. Then we get this diagram, correct? Am I right? After that, the next step, these two are in series. So use this formula. Now these two become parallel. Use the parallel formula and calculate Rp. Understood how to calculate? Shall we move for the next question? Question number 10. Question number 10. Effective resistance of two resistors is 8 ohm when connected in a series. Okay. Fine. And 1.875 ohm when connected in parallel. Next. Find the individual resistors. Okay, two resistors are there. You have to calculate R1 and R2. How to calculate R1 and R2? See, we know the formula R1 plus R2 is equal to Rs. Correct? And we also know that 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So therefore, for this, can I write, implies R1 plus R2 is equal to 8 ohm. Okay. This one, can I write it as taking LCM R1, R2, R2 plus R1 is equal to 1 by Rp. Next step, can I write it like this? Rp is equal to R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This is one of the important problem. Correct? Inverse. Fine. Now, can I substitute this equation number 1 in above? Substitute 1 in above. Rp is equal to R1, R2 divided by 8. What is Rp? 1.875 into 8 is equal to R1, R2. Or R1, R2 is equal to 1.875 into 8. Some answer you will get. Correct? What is the answer you are getting? 15, correct? Okay. Shall I write R2 is equal to 15 by R1? Substitute this in equation number 1. So what do we get when we substitute it in equation number 1? That is R1 plus R2. In the place of R2 I have to substitute 15 by R1. R1 plus 15 by R1 is equal to 8. Shall I erase this? Okay. So the next step is, what is the next step? R1 square plus 15 divided by R1 is equal to 8. Or R1 square plus 15 is equal to 8R1. Next, what is the next step? R1 square minus 8R1 plus 15 equal to 0. Further, I am not going to solve. You have to solve and give me the answer for R1. You have to solve and give me the answer for R1. Then substitute that R1 to the equation number. Substitute in 1. This implies R1 we got this value, correct? Plus R2 is equal to 8. Take this to other side. R2 is equal to 8 minus that value. You'll get one answer. So much O. So we got R1 and R2. What is the answer? I think one is 1 is 5 and another one is 3. Try to solve. Try to solve. How to solve? 15R1, correct? I'll not write this one. You solve it or arrive it on your own. So minus of minus will become plus. 3 5s are correct. So R1 square minus 3R1 minus 5R1 plus 15 equal to 0. So we get two values for R1, correct? That is 3 and 5. Either you can write R1 is equal to 3 or R1 is equal to 5. If R1 is equal to 3, then R2 is equal to 5 you get. If R1 is equal to 5, then R2 is equal to 3. Am I right? Solve it. This is how. Next step you know it, correct? Mathematical expressions. I think you can solve it on your own. I am not going to solve. So when you send the homework, I'll check whether you have completed it with the full steps or not. Fine. Can write. What you have to do? What you have done? You have taken two formulas. R1 plus R2 is equal to Rs and 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Take LCM, then you will get this one, correct? Substitute that equation number 1 in above, then we get this. Then multiply, you will get this one. Substitute 1 in above, we will get one answer. Understood? Fine. Yes. Shall I move further? Yes, next question. Two coils have an effective resistance of 16 ohm when connected in a series and 3.75 ohm when connected in parallel. Find the individual resistances. Same way you have to solve. So this problem is homework. That is question number 11. 11 is homework. Okay? Next. One more problem. Question number 12. Question number 12. An unknown resistance is connected in parallel with a resistance of 4 ohm. Similarly, two other resistances 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel. The effective resistance when these two combinations are connected in series is 3.6 ohm. Find the value of the unknown resistance. Okay, we'll draw the diagram. Correct? An unknown resistance is connected parallel with the resistance of 4 ohm. Okay, this is unknown resistance connected parallel with the 4 ohm resistor. Then what is given? Similarly, two other resistors, 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel. Okay. Two ohm and 3 ohm. This one unknown. Parallel. The effective resistance of these two combinations when combined in a series. So these two combinations should be connected in series. Okay. What is the effective resistance? 3.6 ohm. Find the unknown resistance. How to calculate? See, by reading that questions, you have to try to draw the diagram. What is given? One unknown resistor is connected with the 4 ohm resistors in parallel. Another one, similarly, they have told to connect 2 ohm with the 3 ohm in parallel. Then it is connected, these two combinations are connected in series with the total resistance R 3.6 ohm. Correct? So this is the diagram. You have to calculate R. How to calculate R? First, we know that this is in parallel. Just like our previous problem, calculate these two. Check these two. What is the answer you are getting? What is the answer you are getting? Shall I solve it here? Okay. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Then what is the answer we are getting? 3 plus 2 divided by 6 is equal to 1 by Rp. Or else Rp is equal to 6 by 5 ohm. So what is the diagram? R 4 single, R 4 ohm, and this is 6 by 5 ohm. Then what do you have to do? Next step. They said these two are in parallel, correct? One by R plus 1 by 4. Fine, we'll keep it. So therefore what do we get? 4 plus R by 4R is equal to 1 by Rp. Or Rp is equal to 4R by 4 plus R. Correct? We know that Rs is equal to 3.6. What is the diagram now? Like this, correct? This is 6 by 5 ohm. This is 4R by 4 plus R ohm. Correct? This is R1, R2. So Rs is equal to 4R divided by 4 plus R plus 6 by 5. How to calculate the further? Will you try? Try. I'll give you 1 minute. Try. Please try. If you don't try, then how to solve? Try. These are very, very important kind of problems for 5 marks. Not only in theory, even in your JEE, NEET or CET also, this kind of problem is very, very important. Okay. Rs is equal to 5. 20R plus 6 into 4 plus R divided by 5 into 4 plus R. Correct? LCM. What is the next step? 20R plus 24 plus 6R divided by 20 plus 5R. 26R plus 24 divided by 20 plus 5R is equal to how much? 3.6, correct? For the combination? Yes, it is 3.6 ohm. Therefore, what I can write? 3.6 into 20 plus 5R is equal to 26R plus 24. Well, if you open the bracket, 3.6 into 20 plus 3.6 into 5R is equal to 26R plus 24. $72 plus 18R is equal to 26R plus 24. Correct? Am I right? So if I rearrange it, I can write 72 minus 24 is equal to 26R minus 18R. What is the answer? R is equal to 72 minus 24. One answer you will get, divided by 26 minus 18. What is the answer? How much is the answer? What is the answer? For R, I think you will get a 6 ohm. Are you getting 6 ohm? I think you will get 6 ohm. Are you getting the same? Check. Take the calculator and check it. Yes. Shall I move further? For the next concept. Yes, I'll move further. Whether we have done with the power? Yes. We'll do one problem related to power. Question number 13. What is the heat developed by a heater in 5 minutes when it is connected to a supply of 220 volt? The resistance of the heater is 50 ohm. Okay, you have to calculate the heat produced. How to calculate the heat produced? How to calculate? Can you help me? How to calculate? H is equal to VIT. How is that? H is equal to VIT. H is equal to VIT. Heat energy dissipated per unit time is nothing but power. Power is nothing but work done per unit time, correct? So work done per unit time, here work is nothing but heat developed in the time interval T. So therefore I can see, I know that P is equal to VI. But I can write H by T is equal to power. Heat energy developed per unit time is nothing but power, VI. So H is equal to VIT. What do you have to calculate here? You have to calculate heat developed in the heater, correct? But we don't know what is I. Whether I is given? No. So how to calculate? According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I can write I is equal to V by R. This implies H is equal to V square by R into T. Correct? What is V? V is nothing but 220 square. R is how much? 50. Time. T is equal to 5 minutes it is given. 5 minutes means how many seconds? Can you please convert? 5 minutes means 6 5s are 30. So 300 seconds, correct? What is the answer? What is the answer? 2,90,400. Joules of heat. Correct? Joules of heat. Next question. A 220 volts 1000 watt bulb is connected across a 110 volt main supply. What will be the power consumed? You have to calculate the power consumed. Okay, how to calculate the power consumed? P is equal to VI. Okay, we know. But I is not given. How to calculate? Can you help me for the next problem? Question number 14. Question number 14. 220 volts, 1000 watt bulb. Correct? Okay, 1000 watt bulb is connected across a 110 volts main supply. Okay. Correct? Power is equal to V into I. How to calculate? I is nothing but V by R. So we'll get V square by R. P is equal to V square by R, just like how you have calculated here. Correct? Okay. Then what is how to calculate? 220 divided by, we don't know R, but power is given. Power is how much? V is 220 volt. Power is 1000 watt. Correct? 1 watt is equal to 1 joule by 1 second. Fine. So therefore, can't we calculate R? R is equal to 220 square divided by 1000, because P is 1000. Correct? R is equal to V square by P. What is the answer for R? What is the answer for R you are getting? Answer for R? 48.4 ohm. 48.4 ohm. Next step, what I can do? I have to calculate what? I have to calculate what will be the power consumed. When main supply is 110 volts, what is the power? Correct? P is equal to V square by R. V is now 110 square by 48.4. What is the answer? Give me the answer. 250 joule per second or watt. SI unit of power is watt. Capital letter W. Watt. Understood? Any doubts? Any doubt? Next. Shall we move further? I think we will solve one. Instead of solving problem, we will move further for theory. Okay? One theory concept we will complete. Then we will move for problems. So today, now how many problems are over? 14 problems are done. 14 problems are done. Now we will move for a theory, one of the concept of theory. Then again we'll come back to the concept of problems. Okay? Is it fine? Yes. Theory, when we speak about, we have found now series and parallel combination is done. Next I said we'll move for a cell. Cell is nothing but a battery, you know it. It is having two terminals, positive terminal and a negative terminal. In between the positive and negative terminal, there is a potential difference, and I will call it when no current is drawn from the battery or a cell, the potential difference across the terminals of the battery or the cell is nothing but called as electromotive force, EMF of the cell. What is that EMF? You have learnt in your high school, correct? What do you mean by EMF? EMF is nothing but electromotive force. When no current is drawn from the cell, the potential difference across the terminals of the battery is nothing but EMF, and it is given by epsilon. It is given by epsilon. How to calculate this epsilon? That I will say, how to calculate this, you will understand when you come to the lab. We will do an experiment in our lab, okay? We will take two cells and we'll compare the EMF between two cells, and then we will find out. Fine. Next. So EMF is nothing but the potential difference across the terminals of the battery when no current is drawn from the cell, or when the cell is in open circuit. Open circuit means we are not withdrawing any current. It is kept in the switch off mode. If the circuit is open, no current is drawn, it is switched off. If the circuit is closed, current flows, and therefore the switch is on kind. Understood? So now when the circuit is open, if no, that is nothing but no current is drawn from the circuit, then what is the potential difference across the terminals of the battery is nothing but EMF. Every body has its own resistance, and we call it as internal resistance. I said each one of us, even you also, you have your own internal resistance. That is opposition for the flow of current in case of this one. In case of yourself, I'll say, if I call you suddenly, come and speak when you stand in front of the stage, speak something. If I call you, there is an resistance. Something is telling you, no, don't go. It's a little bit difficult now to go and speak over there, correct? That is nothing but internal resistance which you have. So for a cell or a battery, its own resistance, what it has, we call it as internal resistance. I'll call it as internal resistance. And it is given by the small letter R. That is nothing but we call it as internal resistance. It is a resistance offered by the cell to the flow of current through itself. It is a resistance offered by the cell itself for the flow of current through itself. It does not allow the flow of current easily. It has its own resistance, and we call it as internal resistance. So what is internal resistance, or define internal resistance? It is the resistance offered by the cell to the flow of current through itself. It is nothing but internal resistance of the cell, and it is given by the letter R. We spoke about the EMF of the cell. So the unit of it is nothing but potential difference. So the unit of the EMF is volt. Understood? The unit of EMF of the cell. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to derive an expression for the current drawn from the cell by an external resistance. By an external resistance, what is the current drawn? So that derivation we will do it in the next class. Okay? Thank you.